Wild card round. Rams coming to Carolina in the playoffs. They're 9-8. We're 11-6, but we barely got in. We had to beat the Bucks to get the division and the third seed. And as you can see, Tampa Bay is the ninth seed by losing that. So I don't know how the tiebreakers work, but I'm feeling that game right there last week got us the win. We've been on a tear since the bye week, undefeated since the week 14 bye week, and we've looked good. We had a players only meeting, and they got some juice going in the passing game. And in the last game, it wasn't there, but they did enough to win the game, and won pretty decently, 30-17. I don't think there was any fluke there. Rams are really good at passing the ball and scoring. So I think, thankfully, that's kind of like, to a certain extent, our strength amongst the whole team is defending the pass. Right here it says we're good at stopping the run too, but I just feel like we're not there yet. There's some improvement to be had. But I'm looking forward to this. I think we have a good shot. We'll go over the injury reports. I don't think there was any changes I made after the last game, roster wise. But we can go ahead and go through our depth chart too, just to make sure. Let's check out the injury report first. Oh, maybe I did make a change. So I put Chuba on IR. I just don't trust the guy anymore in this franchise, man. This year he's not doing well. Scorton got injured, and Umemian's out. So it's hopefully we can get a pass rush going with Wanham and our rookie Kennard Snyder. Rams. We saw Kyron Williams is out, which is good news for us. They got some, and then they got some, like, players there. Nothing too extravagant other than Kyron Williams. Um, so if we're gonna beat the Rams, I would say now is a good time to do it. We'll scroll through our depth chart, then their depth chart. I don't know how they keep improving. I think, what is it, morale or something? Because he was an 82 last week. I'm not adjusting their attributes. Um, Good running back. Like I said, Chuba should be better. On paper, he's better, but he's just not. He hasn't been cutting it, man. He really hasn't at all, in my opinion. He's had a couple good games here and there over the last two seasons, but overall pretty disappointing. Um, our receivers, tight end, Jatavian Sanders, man. He's a big target for us. We go to him a lot. Christensen playing left tackle, Icky at left guard, Mays, Hunt, Moten, Derek Brown, Benton, who was a free agent signing, starting in the 3-4 defensive end, just to be more of a run stopper on running downs. I went ahead and put Daryl Jackson in front of Bobby Brown the third. I've got this feel like he gives us a little bit more, even though on paper he's less. He's a rookie, but I think he help us a little bit on the run there. Want him at left edge. We got Wallace and Anderson in the 3-4 middle. I put Edmonds, who's a backup middle linebacker, on 3-4 downs. He'll be playing edge. And then, of course, our corners. I put Horn there in a second because that usually lines up with their first. Merrick is back. And then I've got ransom strong safety Hicks, who's playing that big nickel on dime packages. He comes in. I like Nomura too, but I think he gives us the edge there. Hicks does. I stole him off a practice squad. And then let's see. So third down running back, I'm just gonna go with Taylor. Get him down. Power running back Brooks. And rush left end. So when we're in a nickel package, Juan will be on the left end with Snyder on the right end. Rush defensive tackle. This is where Benton comes out. Wharton comes in for passing downs alongside Derek Brown. And then on passing downs, Edmonds moved back to the inside as opposed to the edge. That's pretty much it. Let's take a look at the Rams depth chart here. Stafford, of course, who apparently has been regressing. Blake Corum's their backup running back. Wide receivers, of course, Puka Nacua is just a beast. Devontae Adams, I don't know if he'll do that well, but you know, they probably will pass on us. I'm just hoping that it's not too much. Left tackle Blake Fisher, backup left tackle for them. Their rookie was their starter. Guard, center. They have a pretty good interior offensive line. So basically, the tackles is where hopefully we get an edge and can pressure the quarterback. Let's see. There looks like they're running a 3-4 with Fisk at left end. This guy's their nose tackle. Looks like. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was right end. And then nose tackles. This guy right here. Verse coming up on the left edge. Inside guys, Flo and Spites. And you got not so basically their best pass rusher is going to be going against Moton, from what it appears. We'll take a look at their nickel package too. And I mean nothing too big on the secondary. So you got Verse and then this Fisk coming in on the edge on nickel packages. There we have it. I think we match up well against them, but we kind of live or die by the quarterback right now. So hopefully he could play mistake free, get first downs. I'd be satisfied even if we just get field goals, but we just need to get points on the board. There goes nothing. Hopefully we can go to the next round. Which, by the way, we should probably go over the playoff bracket. In the NFC, 49ers have the 1 seed, Giants 2 seed going up against the Bears. Lions going up against the Vikings. So, you know, we could have a home game. We just need, to get that home game, we would need, I don't know. I'm not going to do the math. Over in the AFC, you got the Ravens, Chiefs, Bills, Colts, Chargers, Texans, Bengals. Good to see the Chargers in it, the Bills in it. I'm hoping that they can do something there. So, rookie quarterback starting for the Colts, Cade Klubnik, who won the Heisman the year prior in college, according to the tweeters in Madden. Do we have any other rookies here? Let me see. Nope, no rookies. Maybe first-year starters like JJ. No, JJ I think started last year for the Vikings. Jackson Dart with the Giants. So yeah, Colts can surprise with a rookie quarterback. Other big name rookie quarterbacks are Drew Aller went number 1 overall. He was with the Browns, and then Nussmeier from LSU went to the Jets. Had pretty good years. Just the top 3 here. Let's see if any of them are on it. No, Cam Ward was, but Nussmeier was up there. Klubnik was up there. But we'll probably go over we went over the stats in the last game. You know, maybe not go over it again, but we'll see. If we continue to playoffs, we'll have more games. If not, if we get kicked out, we'll have to get ready for the next season and keep pounding. Let's get her started. We're going to go all black. We're at home. Man, missing those 2 edge rushers though. Hopefully we're still there alive when they come back.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Rams and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams. between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and the NFL playoffs are finally upon us. We don't know who the teams will be just yet, but one thing we do know, partner, whoever makes it through to the end of the gauntlet ahead has truly earned a spot in this year's Super Bowl.
It's really what the regular season does. It gets you battle-tested before you take the field in these playoffs, where it's win or pack your bags. When we saw these guys in Week 1, neither of them were Super Bowl ready. But watching them now, I think both have a real...
The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. This return makes it up to the 25. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player
stats
picked in
right
the
here, you'll
2023
see why we
NFL
struggled
draft
this
from
year.
Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
A lot of that
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama,
came in the
he
last,
just made the
5
game look
games.
so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Carolina in punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers, the top pick back in 2009. Still going strong, it's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards.
That's exactly what we need to see with our 2 starting edge rushers out.
First drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
That's on target, Puka Nacua. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Stafford again. This time they're going to get there.
Oh man, the rookie's helping out.
Pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
couple sacks on the opening drive, you better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing.
For those that aren't aware, number 6, Kennard Snyder,
and they're going to raise
was an
the
edge rusher in
intensity
college.
to another level.
I drafted him to be a middle linebacker. I think I drafted him in like the 4th or 5th round. Could even play him at big nickel or strong safety. And with the injuries, having him back at edge. So he's definitely a tool I'm feeling lucky to have right now.
The Rams are set to punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Juke the defender. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be Panthers football. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. Throw is there for Jatavion Sanders. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. They send a tight end in motion. Taylor now up the middle. And he'll advance this down to the 38
that's why I like
run.
Playing Taylor over
Nice
Chuba, because
6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
he's just almost always going forward, and Chuba just seems to just run into things and doesn't really push.
Play action now, Young. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And there's
Look at that.
It's
Look at that.
intercepted.
Beautiful. Get the ball back.
Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Panthers will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down.
I signed him thinking he'd be more of like a run-stopping middle inside linebacker.
It was designed to go to
And
on
then
that play
Anderson
too.
would be more of like the nickel inside linebacker to pair with balls.
That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route,
silly
but see
me
those
realize
defenders
that
in front of him. If you stare down
he
your
actually has
receivers
better
in this
coverage
league,
skills than Anderson.
turnovers
So,
follow.
The Carolina
been
offense
working out. I
headed
think
out
that's
now.
3 or 4 interceptions
By this
for him
point,
this year.
partner, they're through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You could just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
Kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Adams. It's a pickup of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Now run here with Blake Corum. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Able to find Nakua here. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Holy crap, bro.
And the defense
He played angry that play.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk.
Yeah,
like they
dude,
said in the pick,
he was not going to be
material,
denied.
whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on
That
this
could save
quarterback.
3 points for us right there.
Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try.
Goodness.
It's going to
55
be a
yards.
tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6.
Nice.
They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until
love it
he's
when
got a
deep
huge
throws
gain
connect.
and a first down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down.
Come on.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not
go for the
every
field
run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a
This was
minimal
Chuba,
gain,
I'd be
and some
worried,
of
but I'm
them
not that
will
worried
set up that
with
critical
Taylor.
play action for later.
Dukes out a one-stop. And he's brought down after a nice run. It's an
it's
extra
Brooks.
effort.
There you go.
The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter here, and the Panthers are thinking points. Young on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Young to throw here on 3rd. He's got it. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game.
Okay, no need to get fancy. Just run it up the middle.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You've gotten this far.
I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Sticking to the air, it's Young. And he makes the play at full extension.
It works, but that's what kind of scares me sometimes.
The Panthers now lead by 10. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Man in motion here. On 1st down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game.
Delay of game.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Rams are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He'll take it in short of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers and Xavier Legette with the football once again. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And it'll be their football. Straight ahead with Taylor. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Here's Taylor, and he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And this is down all the way to the 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Young working from the gun. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown.
Oh man, Bryce is looking good so far. Real good.
Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. This return makes it up to the 25. The Rams headed out to the field now. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Stafford. This will be caught by Adams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Stafford back to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Rams make it an 11-point ball game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Young looking to throw. Oh, someone got a hand on that one downfield, but he still makes the
Holy
catch.
shit!
To the house.
Look at
Touchdown,
that.
Carolina. The Panthers make it a 3-possession game. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers push their lead to 18. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Man in motion out of the slot. They'll run here on 1st down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. On 1st down, here's Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Ferguson's got it, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Stafford now on 3rd down. Oh, this is getting
Oh,
up
shit, he might go.
Intercepted again.
He's
J.C.
gone.
Horn to pick it off.
Look at that. Beautiful.
And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back
looks
here on
like
the
we're
kickoff
peaking
after
at
that pick
the
6.
best time.
Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. To throw, Stafford. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. To the air on first down, Young. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Here's a give to Taylor. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still third down.
Runner pass, which way they want to go to convert on 3rd. Here's Young to throw. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as
Punt
a
it,
defender.
do not go
He was
for it,
all
Dave.
over him in
Thank you.
coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stafford now against a blitz. He'll get this one to Adams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Taken in by Shaheed. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Stafford now on 1st down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now Stafford again. Gets this one to Shaheed. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Stafford from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. Another try following the sack. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing now, Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Young on 1st and 10. This one finds Taylor. And this one doesn't go far. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 8. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is Taylor. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Carolina in punt formation. Rashid Shaheed back deep to return. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. broke through the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So we're to the half in this NFC Wild Card contest.
All right,
Now we'll
good
send you down
fucking
the
first
East
half,
Coast
man.
to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former number 1 selection, Bryce Young.
We're one of the first games.
He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 7. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
He's got the hook up to Adams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's the handoff. He's contained at the line for no gain. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now Stafford to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Running right, this is Taylor. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that they love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, It prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
That one's cut along the left sideline. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Rush coming for Young. Has it down close. Touchdown, Carolina.
Wow, man. I don't understand how they've all of a sudden done so much better
well out of hand
since the
I
bye
think
week.
so. I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered.
This looks really good.
I'm going to guess this is a press conference.
I was not
Coach
feeling
isn't
good
looking forward
at
to.
all. Go back to the game against the Chiefs and the Browns, especially after the Chiefs game, man. We got shut out.
They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers continue piling onto this lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Shaheed now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Out come the Rams on offense. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Stafford gets this one to Blake Corum. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
He's going to push one deep down the right.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And it's going to be Panthers football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action now, Young. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
5 TDs, man.
It's a 23-yard pickup on the play.
It just looks like everything's
And
hit.
it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I went through the depth chart, so
That is
don't
what
be fucking
elite
trying to think I
offenses are all
change
about.
shit
Why
up.
worry
I don't
about
do
3
that
downs
shit.
when you need
Well,
only one. Move
I
the
would
chains
admit it if
in
I
one
did.
play
I'll say that.
and keep driving that
Sometimes you gotta
defense backwards.
test things and adjust things.
A run here with Taylor.
There he goes. Oh.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. On the give, it's Brooks. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Young on the play action. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers keeping the pedal floored and
That's
adding
6
6
touchdowns.
more.
Man, he's
Great
trying to make it
opportunity
so
to find a touchdown there, Brock,
he's
and
trying
they
to
come
make the
through with
argument that I should
6.
not draft the
Receivers want the
quarterback.
ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers tack on 7 more to their lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now this offense ready to head back out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 1. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Working quickly here. On first down, here's Stafford. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Stafford to throw again on 2nd. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Rams are set to punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
To the air on first down, Young. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Taylor trying the left side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
John Franklin Myers.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Young to throw it. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. A give left side to Taylor. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 41-yard line.
They go play action here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. They're going Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. This is Brooks heading left. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Young working from the gun. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one right down the middle. And the Panthers continue adding on to that lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The offense getting set to go. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got Shaheed. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Stafford from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So 2nd down coming up. Stafford back to throw. It's caught, Ferguson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Stafford again. He's got the hook up to Adams. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's 2nd down coming up. To throw, Stafford. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Offense up to the line fast. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Rams take 7 points off the deficit.
Rams 17.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Brown with a return here. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Oh, come on.
Now after the
Don't be-
run, we see
don't
some
be
trainers
serious.
headed out
Okay,
for an
good.
injured player who was shaken up.
Man, this is a pretty damn good
New
game.
set of downs for him from the 46.
50 burger on him.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Going to the ground again on first. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
We should take out some starters. Probably should have done it sooner.
Taylor again. And they take him down right along the 30. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
All right, let's take out Bryce, Taylor. Yeah, let's take these guys. Let's go with Brown, Hudson, Horn Jr. He's out for now. I don't really have anyone at the edge. Linebacker. There we go. Should have done it sooner, but you know what? Kind of was hoping they'd get that record, man, to just see how much they could do.
But offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Running once more with Brooks. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute
warning. I saw
warning.
Christensen back. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. I'll take him. I'll replace him anyway. Yeah, he was probably. I think he was back. Man, I am just, I don't even, I'm almost like speechless on this performance.
Again, it's Brooks.
Look at this.
And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
All right, who am I going to keep an eye on? Right tackle, probably. Crown over. Hidden dev trait, 7th round pick.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away.
Either the
could
tackles,
be a money
left tackle
play for them the
74
next time
or
they're in a
Crown
similar
over,
spot.
I think it's 7. I don't know his number.
Brooks.
Yep.
And stop you
Damn.
this before, Brock. They've scored
60
again,
burger.
and they grow that lead further. The Panthers throwing 6 more on the blowout. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding
Best
to their
offensive
lead.
performance ever.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Their offense running back out now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Stafford now on first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. One final shot here. This will be caught by Adams. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.
Okay, they still passed 330, got a good passing game on us. Overall, they only rushed for 28 yards to our 178. They threw for 276 yards to our 326. Man, I could have swore we had more than that. I mean, but definitely feels like we had more. Bryce threw for 330, matched Matthew Stafford, but threw 6 touchdowns at 63%. Damn. Is that like a perfect QBR? Pretty damn good. Taylor did not disappoint. Neither did Brooks. Like seeing it. Adams had a game. So did Leggett. 4 fucking touchdowns. Man, this was good. This is anything I wanted, man. This is what I would want. Hunt, Icky. I mean, they just dominated that D line. We started off strong with sacks. I don't know what happened, but they hunkered down and started blocking us. Edmonds, Wanham, Wharton, Snyder. Edmonds, Wanham, Snyder, Crumity even got Wharton got one. Yeah, they only got 1 sack on us. Okay, I think we have to watch some highlights. I've been forgetting to watch them. I kind of just been tired. But holy crap! Let's watch this. What was the score? Oh no, that's not going to show the score at the time. Okay. I'm just curious, like, if there was anything open that he could have gone to. Easily Leggett, or sorry, McMillan. Or Sanders on the right there. And you even have Leggett right there. But he still got the touchdown. Let's see, who's this on? This would have been on the right side. Oh, okay, that was just because he, yeah, I mean, that's kind of on Bryce if you ask me. Oh, there's one sack I want to see, so I'm probably going to be... This one was, okay. Damn, bro, just fucking high. There's just so many moments. Horn just saw it coming, man. "72-yard touchdown. Alright, what's a good angle to see this at here? Yeah, let's watch it. See who screwed up. Oh, that was just okay. Yeah, he just got beat. Yeah, McCollum, our biggest free agent signing. I think he's done well this year, but this one he got beat. He just runs right to him. Man, they just couldn't include all the fucking highlights, could they? Crumity just gets to him, man. Wow, I did not expect this. I think we had one drop by the get. Yeah, this was nice. This gave us a lot of one-on-ones, man. Like, you even have 82. Who's that, Tremble? Yeah, Tremble. I still would like to see it in front of him. Yeah, and I don't think there was any injuries either. No. Okay, we're ready for the playoffs, I'd say. Who are we facing? I don't know. Take a moment to think. Who would you rather face? I would rather face the Bears. So for that to happen, actually, we have no chance of facing the Bears. Because they're the 7th seed. If they win, they're playing the Niners. So then, actually, you know what? Let's see. I would say, well, we beat the Lions first game of the year. We got beat by the Vikings. I think we have a shot at each of them. I do. And there's no way we're facing the Niners. Not at least not the next round. But if I had to pick, to be honest, I'd probably say the Giants. They have a really good pass rush right now. So for us to face the Giant, well, it's at their home, so never mind. Um, I'd say Vikings. That's who I want to play. I want a rematch. All right. So yeah, they would have to beat the Lions, and then the Giants have to beat the Bears. No, no, no. Bears would have to beat the Giants. That's okay. Let's see. Let's find out. Who are we facing? Giants. Ooh, okay. So we have to go to New York and handle them. Let's take a quick look at their injury report. I'll cover that for that video as well. Uman Mielen will be back next week. Giants only have, oh, okay, Scatterbo's out, and they're a no-name free safety. So they're pretty much healthy. That's probably why they have such a good record. Let's take a look at their depth chart, and then we'll end this one. You have Jackson Dart, who's apparently having a great season. Tracy Jr., Cam Akers, Neighbors, and Robinson, and Slayton. They have pretty good wide receiver room. Theo Johnson, he'll probably pick us apart, even though he's only 76 overall. Andrew Thomas, Wynn. Let's see. They have a pretty so far. Yep, they have a solid offensive line. All right, so they're going to be running a 3-4. So you have Drake Jackson, that guy, and Dexter freaking Lawrence. Okay, I was thinking we run up the middle, but we might still be able to do it. Run out of off the guards between guard and tackle maybe. Then you have Brian Burns. Didn't yeah we faced him in the playoffs last year. Brian Burns intercepted the ball, but we beat him. So this will be a rematch, only in New York this time. And then you have Abdul Carter, sorry. But we keep playing the way we were. I don't think any team could beat us if we play like that with it in every game. All right, that was good. That was real good. Let's take a look at the bracket. Who else won? So Giants barely get by the Bears, and the Vikings beat the Lions. They kicked them out. So if we win and the Vikings win, we have NFC Championship game in Carolina. Bengals upset the Chiefs. That's good to see. Bills get past the Texans. Oh, and the Chargers get past the rookie-led Cade Klubnik Colts. So of those teams, we beat the Ravens. I believe, did we play the Bengals? If we did, I think we lost to them. So yeah, I mean all four of those teams are dangerous. On our side, I think just the Niners. But again, this is actually if we could keep rolling the way we've been rolling, and I ain't gonna pat myself on the back, man, but I've been tweaking that playbook and reprioritizing what they have currently on the game plan because when I tried adding plays that existed in the playbook to the game plan, they looked lost. But in this one, they looked pretty damn good. And I don't feel like I really even did anything special. I think it was just going through and minimizing what I thought were dumb plays and you know most of the plays that I felt were good. I kind of just gave them 2.5 stars, just down the middle. So I'm feeling this is feeling pretty damn good. I did not think that we would one make it to the win the division, make it to the playoffs. Um, it was iffy there, and then kill the Rams, send Matthew Stafford to retirement probably. So yeah, that's and and we have what is it? The fourth overall pick in the draft, and the fourth overall pick in the second round. So, you know, I like punting to the next year, but I'm thinking maybe I use some I use some picks just to first get a quarterback. I don't know, man. If Bryce keeps playing like this, man, how the hell do I trade him now for a rookie? Damn. I need a backup anyways, but okay. I guess I can go into the season with him and the rookie, and then maybe a third guy, just in case Bryce starts to play like he did this year and stutters or stumbles. Then I can trade him before week 8. But if he keeps playing the way he's playing, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I kept telling myself and saying it out loud that I was going to trade him no matter what. But he's basically doing what I wanted a quarterback to do right now. Out of nowhere. Bye week, players meeting, bam, he gets +5 overall. Wide receivers get +5 in different categories. They start going off. I'm thinking it's going to shit the bed when that 3 weeks was up after the players meeting. And it briefly looked like it was. And then we beat the Bucks for the first time since I've been assistant GM, win the division, and now then we kill the Rams. So I guess we just got to see. All right, that'll do it for this one, man. That was a good one. I'll start another one here